Aquarius, listen very carefully, because what I'm about to reveal is not ordinary. It is not coincidence, and it is not something you can ignore and walk away from unchanged. December 2025 will trigger the second timeline shift, a moment so sharp, so powerful, so irreversible that your life will divide into two completely different paths. One path leads to breakthrough, divine elevation, and supernatural acceleration, the version of your life where doors open, favor surrounds you, and everything you lost returns multiplied. But the other path leads to delay, loss, emotional collapse, and spiritual warfare so intense that it will feel like the ground under your feet is cracking open. And this time, Aquarius, there is no middle ground, there is no safe option, there is no staying the same. Something is coming that will force a decision that will determine the next 5 to 10 years of your destiny. And once that moment arrives, you cannot go back. There will be no reversing the choice, no turning around, no rewinding the clock. A door will appear in front of you, but only for a short window, and only the Aquarians who recognize the sign will step into the miracle timeline that is being prepared. Others will freeze, others will hesitate, others will doubt themselves, overthink, or wait for confirmation. And by the time they realize what they missed, the opportunity will be gone. Aquarius, listen. This shift isn't random, it's strategic, it's spiritual, it's calculated by divine timing. Everything you've been experiencing recently, the pressure, the delays, the confusion, the sudden emotional waves, the feeling like you're ending and beginning at the same time, was not a breakdown. It was the setup. Because right before a major timeline shift, the universe rearranges every piece of your life so that nothing can remain where it was. Relationships shake, plans collapse, people walk away, doors close without warning, support disappears, bad news shows up, your sleep changes, your body reacts, your spirit becomes restless, not because God is punishing you, but because your old timeline is being dismantled to make room for the life that's waiting for you. And here's the shocking part. This shift will not come gently. It will not arrive quietly. It will not show up politely asking permission. It will hit like lightning. It will strike without warning. And it will appear on a single unexpected day in December. One day that begins normally and ends with everything changed. One conversation, one message, one decision, one opportunity, one moment of courage or one moment of fear, and everything will shift. And when that day arrives, you must choose. Do I step into the unknown and claim what's mine? Or do I stay where it's safe and lose the timeline that was destined for me? Aquarius, this is not about astrology entertainment. This is a prophetic warning, a spiritual announcement, a divine alert. And your spirit already knows it. You feel it, don't you? Something is building. Something is shaking. Something is rising inside you. You can't explain it to anyone. You can't describe it in words. But deep down, you know, your life is approaching a crossroads. And when this moment comes, you'll have only seconds, not months, to decide who you're going to be. The old version of you must die for the miracle version of you to live. This timeline shift is not happening to break you. It's happening to reveal you. CTA, keep them watching. Stay with me until the very end, because if you miss this revelation, you may miss the biggest opportunity of your entire life. And I promise you, by the time we reach the end of this video, you will understand exactly what sign to watch for, exactly what decision must be made, and exactly how to step into the timeline that will change everything for you. Aquarius, your destiny is approaching. Don't look away, don't scroll, don't move. The shift begins now. Aquarius, listen closely. Before a massive timeline shift, something always happens. And it's happening right now around you, even if you haven't fully recognized it. There is a warning sign that arrives right before destiny breaks open, a sign that tells you the spiritual atmosphere around your life is changing. And that warning sign is not comfortable. It does not feel peaceful. It does not feel like a blessing. Actually, it feels like everything is falling apart. Have you noticed it? A sudden heaviness in your spirit, a strange silence around your life, people acting distant, cold, or different for no reason, plans collapsing, delays appearing out of nowhere, confusion rising without explanation. Moments where it feels like the world is closing in on you, like something is shifting in the invisible realm. Aquarius, this is not random. It's not a coincidence. It is the exact warning sign that appears right before the timeline split opens, because right before a breakthrough, the universe disrupts anything and anyone that cannot come with you into your next level. You start sensing it. Energy feels heavy when you wake up. People who once supported you suddenly become silent. Conversations feel different. Your intuition becomes louder. Your body reacts, heart racing, sudden chills, emotional waves. Sleep becomes strange, waking up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. without reason. You feel disconnected from your own life, like you're already stepping out of the old version of you. And the strangest part? Nothing is actually wrong, but everything feels wrong. That's how you know the shift is near. You're not losing control, you're being restructured. When God is preparing to elevate you, He first disconnects you from everything that is not aligned with your next chapter. So, people fall away. Plans stop working. Opportunities disappear. Your old comfort zone becomes uncomfortable. Doors you thought were certain suddenly slam shut. It feels like a breakdown, but it's actually a relocation, a divine repositioning. You're not being abandoned. You're being isolated for transformation. Because when God is about to reveal you to the world, He hides you first. The silence is a message. If you've been feeling an unusual silence, one where the world seems to have stepped back, where support feels far away, where even your successes feel muted, that silence is not emptiness. It is preparation. You are being moved to a higher frequency, and the old energetic connections cannot attach to the upgraded version of you. Your spirit already senses something shifting. That's why you've been feeling pressure. That's why your emotions have been fluctuating. That's why your body has been responding with intensity, because your spirit can feel what your eyes cannot see yet. People acting strange, not an accident. Aquarius, think about the last few weeks. Have certain people started acting different, almost weird, for no clear reason? Someone becoming distant, someone pulling away, someone showing jealousy or sudden attitude, someone starting conflict out of nowhere. This is not human behavior. It is spiritual exposure. When a timeline shift approaches, God reveals the truth about people. Masks fall off. Loyalty is tested. Hidden intentions become visible. People think they're choosing to walk away, but spiritually, they're being removed for your protection. Plans falling apart? Good. You may be saying, why is everything breaking down all at once? Why do I feel stuck? Why is nothing working? Because if it continued working, you would stay where you are. And where you are is too small for who you are becoming. Delay is not denial. It's redirection. The universe is saying, this chapter is over. Move. But here's the twist. What you think is an attack is actually evidence that the breakthrough is already in motion. The pressure is proof of birth. The silence is proof of alignment. The collapse is proof of elevation. If nothing was coming, nothing would be shaking. The enemy does not fight what is not a threat. The universe does not rearrange what is not about to rise. God does not isolate what He is not preparing to reveal. The intensity around you right now is confirmation that the miracle timeline is already forming. Your discomfort is a sign of transition. Your loneliness is a sign of separation. Your frustration is a sign of activation. So instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this preparing me for?" Because the shift is closer than you think, and the warning sign means the door is about to appear. Comment: CTA, Aquarius, be real. Have you felt this pressure lately? Yes or no? Be honest. Drop it in the comments, because your confirmation might unlock someone else's breakthrough. Aquarius, listen closely. Right before a major timeline shift, right before destiny opens and life changes direction, 3 specific people will appear in your life. Not 4, not 10, 3. And every single one of them carries a message, a purpose, or a warning. These people don't show up randomly. They are divinely positioned triggers sent to reveal what must stay and what must go as you step into your next timeline. And if you don't recognize who they are, you could misread the sign and choose the wrong path at the crossroads. So pay attention, Aquarius, because these 3 characters are already moving towards your life, and one of them might already be here. One person, number 1, the stranger with unexpected help. This person appears suddenly. You weren't looking for them. You weren't expecting them. They were not part of your plan, but they show up exactly when you need something you cannot provide for yourself. It could be a mentor. It could be a new friend. It could be a business connection, advisor, investor, counselor, or teacher. It could even be someone online, someone you meet traveling, or someone who enters your life through a random moment that feels orchestrated by fate. They bring direction, opportunity, clarity, or support at the moment when everything feels heavy and uncertain. They'll say something you needed to hear. They'll open a door that seemed locked. They'll offer help without wanting anything in return. They will speak to your purpose, not your pain. And their arrival is not accidental. It is a sign that God is placing divine assistance around you for the timeline you're about to step into. But don't become attached. They're not always meant to stay forever. Some strangers are temporary bridges, not permanent homes. 2-person number 2, someone from your past returns right before elevation. The past tries to re-enter. This could be an old friend, an ex, a former co-worker, a person you once trusted or loved, or someone who left without closure. They will suddenly pop up after months or years of silence. A message, a call, a follow request. "Hey, been thinking about you. Just checking on you. We should talk." The timing will feel strange, almost suspicious. Where were they all this time? Why now? Why when you're closer to breakthrough than ever before? Because the past always returns to test if you're truly ready to move forward. Some come because they regret losing you. Some come because they see your glow returning. Some come because your spirit is shifting and they feel it. Some come because they were never meant to leave permanently, just long enough for growth. But some return only to pull you backward into a timeline that no longer belongs to you. Aquarius, your job is to discern, are they back to build or back to block? 3-person number 3, someone exits, suddenly and permanently. This one hurts the most. This person leaves without warning. No fight, no explanation, no goodbye. Someone you trusted, someone you supported, someone you thought would always stay will suddenly distance themselves, disconnect, disappear, or walk away. And it will feel personal. It will feel painful. It will feel confusing, like betrayal, abandonment, shock. But hear this clearly. Their exit is not a loss. It's protection. They were removed because they could not go into the timeline that belongs to you. Their energy did not match your future. Their intentions were not pure enough for where you're going. Their presence would have poisoned the miracle. Sometimes God closes the door not because they were bad people, but because they were wrong people for your destiny. And the suddenness? That's how you know it was spiritual, not emotional. But here's the twist. One of these three people is not a blessing. They are a test. Your breakthrough will depend on your ability to tell the difference. The stranger might be the blessing or the distraction. The past person might be the assignment or the trap. The one who left might have been removed by God or removed themselves to manipulate your emotions. Aquarius, your next timeline will be shaped by two things: discernment and decision. Not everyone is who they appear to be. Some are sent to elevate you. Some are sent to evaluate you. And some are sent to expose you. Listen to your intuition. Watch the energy, not the words. Pay attention to how your spirit reacts, not your emotions. Because one wrong choice can delay the shift, but one right decision can open the door that changes everything. Comment CTA. Which one have you already seen appear in your life? Stranger, past, exit? Comment below. Your answer might confirm someone else's breakthrough. Aquarius, listen carefully. Once the timeline shift begins forming in the spiritual realm, there is a silent battle that rises around you. A battle you can't see with your eyes, but you can feel in your spirit. Everything suddenly becomes heavier. Every step takes more energy than it should. People start misunderstanding you, questioning you, misjudging you. You feel like you're fighting battles nobody else can see. This is not anxiety. This is not insecurity. This is not overthinking. This is spiritual warfare, the hidden fight around your name. Because the moment your breakthrough is scheduled in heaven, war begins on earth. The enemy does not attack the weak. The enemy does not fight where there is no threat. The pressure around your life right now is proof that something big has already been released in your direction. 1. Spiritual warfare intensifies. Recently, you may have felt waves of sudden heaviness, moments of unexplained exhaustion, sadness or confusion, attacks on your peace, attacks on your confidence, attacks on your clarity. It's like something is trying to silence you, shut down your voice, weaken your spirit, or distract you from your purpose. Why? Because your spirit is rising higher and darkness is reacting. When God elevates you, hell tries to intimidate you. The pressure you're feeling is not weakness. It's proof that heaven is about to announce your name. 2. Reputation challenges. Another sign is when your reputation gets tested. People start talking about you differently. Rumors appear. Jealousy rises. Someone tries to twist your intentions or question your integrity. Misunderstandings happen out of nowhere. People who once admired you suddenly compete with you. People who supported you suddenly shift their tone. Someone tries to make you look wrong even when you're right. Aquarius, this is not personal, it's prophetic. When God prepares to elevate your name, the enemy tries to contaminate it. If you are feeling misunderstood right now, if you are fighting battles you did not start, if you are being judged by people who don't even know the truth, it's because your name is becoming too powerful to ignore. The 3 blockages and delays appear. Everything slows down. Approvals take longer. Opportunities freeze. Doors that were open suddenly close. Nothing moves the way it should. You try your best, but feel like you're walking through spiritual cement. Every time you're close to breakthrough, something goes wrong. Every time you get clarity, confusion shows up. Every time you're ready to move forward, an invisible wall appears. Aquarius, this is the final resistance before elevation. Breakthrough is always preceded by delay. The storm always comes before the open sky. Resistance always increases before God releases. The enemy is not trying to destroy you. He's trying to exhaust you so that you give up before the miracle arrives. But here's the twist. The attack does not mean you're losing. The blockages do not mean you're failing. The pressure does not mean you're weak. The attack means your name is being spoken in rooms you have not entered yet. Your name is being recommended. Your name is being discussed. Your name is being placed for elevation. Your name is being positioned for opportunity. Someone is talking about you right now. Someone you don't even know is watching your journey. Someone with authority is considering you. Someone is preparing to open a door for you that you did not even knock on. The enemy is not attacking where nothing is happening. He is attacking because everything is happening. When your name starts rising in the spiritual realm, warfare begins in the physical realm. So instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" start saying, "Something big must be coming." Instead of thinking, "I'm under attack," start declaring, "I'm under promotion." Comment, CTA. If you feel this in your spirit, type in the comments right now. My name is being lifted up. Declare it publicly. Write it with faith, because what you declare in the physical activates what is ready in the spiritual. Aquarius, stay with me, because this part is critical. Most people miss their timeline shift, not because the miracle wasn't real, but because it didn't look the way they expected. The timeline split does not arrive with fireworks. It does not announce itself with clarity. It does not feel comfortable. Actually, it feels like chaos. It comes in the form of a sudden decision moment, a crossroads you didn't plan for, a door that appears out of nowhere, something that forces you to choose between your past and your future. It might show up as an unexpected opportunity, one that scares you, stretches you, or demands courage you're not sure you have. It might show up as a challenge, something that shakes your emotions or rattles your confidence. It might show up as a conversation you didn't expect, a job call, a chance to move, a financial shift, a new relationship, or a breaking point that requires you to step into a version of yourself you haven't met yet. That moment is the exact window when destiny opens. The sudden decision. And there will be one day in December, and you won't see it coming. You will wake up and something will feel different. Your spirit will feel a pull, a push, an urgency. Something will demand action. It might be a choice between staying or walking away, between silence or speaking up, between fear or faith, between waiting or moving. And everything inside you will feel conflicted, but your intuition will whisper, "This is it." This is the moment when two timelines open, one of elevation, one of stagnation. Which one you step into depends on the decision you make in that single moment, the unplanned opportunity. Aquarius, hear me? Opportunity rarely looks like opportunity at first. It shows up too fast. It shows up unprepared. It shows up when you don't feel ready. It shows up when the timing feels wrong. But destiny does not wait for convenience. It demands courage. And the universe will test you by asking, are you willing to leap before everything makes sense? Because the next version of your life requires faith, not certainty. You cannot enter the new timeline while using the logic of the old one. The emotional breakthrough. Something will trigger emotion, deep emotion, a moment that cracks something open inside you. You might cry unexpectedly. You might feel overwhelming peace. You might feel anger you've been holding for years. You might feel a wave of strength you didn't know you had. You might feel like something heavy has finally broken off of you. This emotional release is not random. It is spiritual surgery. It is the moment when the old version of you dies and the new one begins breathing. The pain is the proof that you are becoming someone new. But here's the twist. The timeline shift will not look like a blessing at first. It will look like a problem, a conflict, a challenge, a risk, a loss, a disruption, a breakdown. It will feel like something is being taken away, but in reality, something is being given to you. It will feel like something is falling apart, but in truth, something is falling into place. It will feel like the worst moment, but it will secretly be the door to the best chapter of your life. God hides miracles inside of discomfort. The universe disguises blessings inside of chaos. Breakthrough begins where comfort ends. The moment you feel like giving up is the moment right before everything shifts. So when that unexpected day arrives, and it will arrive, don't run, don't freeze, don't panic. Recognize it, understand it, and step boldly into the unknown, because that is where your elevation is waiting. Your future timeline is already written, but you must choose it when the moment comes. Comment CTA. Before we move forward, answer this honestly. Do you believe blessings often come disguised? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments, Aquarius. Listen to me with every part of your spirit, because this next moment is not ordinary. December 2025 is not offering you multiple choices. It is offering you one defining decision. A moment where courage will separate destiny from delay, where faith will separate elevation from exhaustion, where obedience will separate breakthrough from another cycle of pain. There is one decision standing between where you are right now and the future you have prayed for, cried for, sacrificed for, and waited too long for. And here is the truth nobody tells you. This shift will not require strength. It will require courage, because courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving anyway, signing anyway, letting go anyway, saying yes anyway. Right before the miracle, Aquarius, life will present you with a moment so intense, so uncomfortable, so unfamiliar, that everything inside you will want to stay where it's safe. You will feel the urge to retreat, to overthink, to stall, to say, maybe later, to wait for a sign that feels easier and clearer. But you must hear me. The miracle is hidden inside the discomfort. The breakthrough is hiding inside the unknown. The elevation is hiding inside the risk you are afraid to take. Your next level will not come wrapped in comfort. It will come wrapped in fear, tension, pressure, and uncertainty. And that is how you will recognize it. Because the enemy never fights what isn't dangerous. Resistance only rises when you're getting close. Spiritual pressure appears only when the miracle is near. And here's what the universe is saying to you right now. Saying yes activates the miracle timeline. Saying no locks you into the past. Saying nothing changes nothing. You are standing at the door. The handle is already unlocked, but you must be the one who turns it. But here's the twist. If you hesitate, if you pause too long, if you let fear convince you to wait, the window closes for 8 months. 8 months of delay, 8 months of repeating old patterns, 8 months of wondering what could have been, 8 months of watching others step into what was designed for you. This is not the time to freeze. This is not the time to doubt yourself. This is not the time to protect your comfort zone. Aquarius, hear this with spiritual ears. Your destiny is waiting on your decision. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when everything feels perfect. Now, this message found you because you are closer than you think. The shift is already in motion. The universe is watching your next move. Retention CTA. If this message is speaking to your spirit, don't scroll. Stay right here. Something big is coming. Comment below. I'm ready for my shift. Declare it boldly. Your words create reality. Aquarius. Take a deep breath. Slow your mind. Let everything around you become still for a moment. Because right now, you are stepping into a holy ground moment, a divine alignment, a prophetic crossing, the exact second where heaven and earth touch your story. What you are about to speak is not ordinary. These words are not just sound. They are spiritual keys. They unlock doors, break chains, shift timelines, and release what has been held back. Wherever you are listening from, whether you are sitting alone, driving, walking, or lying awake at night, this prayer is reaching into the place where your destiny has been waiting. Say this out loud, or whisper, but say it with faith. The activation prayer, repeat after me style, slow and cinematic. God, prepare me for the shift. Strengthen my spirit for what you are about to release. Remove every distraction that is blocking my path. Break every delay, every wall, every silent battle I cannot see. Expose every hidden enemy and every assignment formed against me. Protect my name, my mind, my peace, and my purpose. God, open the miracle timeline. Open the doors that no man can shut. Align my steps with divine timing and supernatural favor. Position me for the breakthrough you designed for my life. Lead me to the path where acceleration is waiting, and disconnect me from every cycle that no longer belongs to me. God, if there is anything I need to release, give me courage to let go. If there is anything I must say yes to, give me strength to move without fear. Make me bold, make me ready, make me unstoppable. God, let December transform everything. Let this month be the turning point. Shift my timeline, activate my miracle, rewrite my story, elevate my life, and let your will be done. Amen. Whisper ending. Your timeline is changing. Don't miss the moment. What's coming is greater than what you're leaving behind. Final comment. If this prayer touched your spirit, if something inside you feels like it is breaking open, comment below, I claim my December shift. Say it boldly. Say it like you believe it. Say it like your future depends on it, because it does. December is not the end. It is the beginning. And your timeline is aligning right now.